Hi everyone, it's Steph from Steph's Stable Equine, and I'm just thinking of having a video series where I just show you guys what I do with my horses on a daily basis, different exercises that I do with them, just so you can see how I work, and maybe there's some exercises in there that might help you as well. And I just wanted to just give you some nice, raw, honest material of how I work with my imperfect horses. So this is Bandit. He's my main horse that I work because Rory's retired. And just to give you context of how imperfect he is, it took me about 10 minutes to catch him today. Yes, it did. He can be quite nervous. He can be quite impatient. He can be mouthy. If he looks a little funky with the way that he moves, it's because he is. He's got a bit of a dodgy foot, a dodgy shoulder, dodgy back end, all of the normal things. So I thought I would just show you what my normal routine for a warm-up looks like with him, if I was going to ride or even just do in-hand work. So I don't have the saddle on, but if I was doing a warm-up when I was going to ride, I just have the saddle on, and I normally start in the halter. This is the halter I like to use, so it's got a nice thick leather headpiece, just to help give some protection over the pole. And then I just have a slightly longer than normal lead rope. It's nice and thin too, so it's quite light in my hand, and it's got a nice small clip as well, so I'm not going to accidentally bash him in the chin or anything. And then sometimes I work with a dressage whip, sometimes I don't. Other than that, I just wear my crappy riding boots and whatever attire I have at the time. So I'm just going to, usually we start off with just walking around the arena together, make sure there's no ghosts or ghouls anywhere, and then we just sort of have a play. So, you ready, mate? Let's go. So I normally just walk without a purpose to begin with. I won't go all the way down the end because I don't know if the Pivo will track me that far, but normally we'd go all the way down the end. But we might start off and just have a look at these cones. Yep, don't care about those. Around this way. And we just walk together, just make sure he's feeling comfortable in here, because sometimes, there's noises and he's quite sound sensitive. So just make sure that he's feeling relatively relaxed and with me, and that maybe I might just stop and see if he stops with me or just stops on top of me. See if he comes with me, so you can see he's like a little bit not fully connected, but that's fine. Go that way, might lead him on the other side, him on the inside and me on the outside. Stop again. Fine. Again, I'll just check he's kind of with me. Good boy. So, he was a bit hard to catch this morning, so he might be in a bit of a mood, which is fine. He just has his days. Always let him investigate everything. Yeah, with the cones. Doing that. Chew on that too. Yeah, okay. Right. Now I might start actually doing something to him. Oh, sorry. Bumped you in the nose with my elbow. And normally I just start with my, what I'd call in-hand position. And just have his nose out in front of me. And I've got a nice open arm. And then, like I said, sometimes I use a dressage whip, sometimes I don't. He doesn't really need one. Just sort of depends what I'm doing. So here, just coming around on a circle. Good boy. And I might just have a look at how he's moving today. Yesterday he was a bit stiff. He hasn't really been doing much for about a month. Good boy. Good. And I just check that he moves the shoulder over well. Good. So you can see he's a little bit low in the head today, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Then we might change direction. Yep. Yep. You can see today he's a little bit not too sure. And that's okay. On this side he normally falls in a little bit more, probably because of this foot. The dodgy foot's the right foot. Good boy. Good. And again, just try and maintain that position where his nose is out in front. And he's got a nice relaxed walk. So it's interesting he's choosing to have his nose quite low today. Could be because he was feeling a bit stiff, and also he was running around a little bit when I was trying to catch him before. Did a few laps around the paddock. Good boy. And then now I might ask, can he just yield the hindquarters around a little bit more? And he goes, no, can't do that. This is my unco side too, so I always feel a bit awkward doing it this way. Emma. 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 Yeah, good boy. Yeah, good. Yeah, good boy. I'm just always making sure I can move the shoulders around. Good. And then he's listening. Good boy. And that he's doing everything relatively easily. Good. Again, I might ask, can you just move the shoulders over a little bit? And you can see this side's way easier, both for me and for him. Good. Good. Good boy. And then we might come around over these poles. Weave in and out of them. That way. Good boy. Around. Might do a little bit of work along the wall. Get the quarters in. Good. Ooh. A bit of rebalancing work. Good. And he always finds it really hard to square up. Good boy. Especially with the back end. He also always wants to do quarters in, because that's easier for him. Good. Good. Good boy. Oh. Good boy. Yep. Again, I might just come into a little bit of quarters in. Good boy. Good. And then maybe see, can we come into shoulder in? Good boy. Good. And then can we do a nice halt? Oh. A little bit crooked. Good. Balance. Good. Oh, good boy. Excited. Good. See if I can just get that hold a little bit better. You can see, like, yeah, good. Not perfect, but good enough. And then might come around these cones and maybe like a walk pirouette. Yeah, it's not perfect, doesn't matter. Good. Yeah. And then here's a super. Yep, so that was definitely not a walk pirouette, but doesn't matter. We've tried. Try a little half pass. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Oh boy. Ow! That was my skin. Good. Good. This way. A little bit of shoulder in. Woo! Good. And we'll do a halt. Good boy. Oh, we'll watch. Good boy. Well done. So that's, yeah, just a usual warm up for Bandit and I. You can see he's like not in the best mood today, but that's the reality of owning horses. But I thought it was not too bad. He hasn't done much for a while, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's normally what we do. Ah, stop biting me. And yeah, I'll show you guys some more stuff if you're interested in what I do when I get in the saddle, and also what I do with Rory, because he's an older horse, so I do a bit different stuff with him because he's got a very different body to Bandit. Yeah, hope you enjoyed my nice raw example of how I work with my horses. Oh, I'm such a good one today.